I don't actually need these. Hey there. Thank you for clicking on me, I guess. So today I want to talk to you about my experience with calorie restriction and intermittent fasting. Like everyone, I thought losing weight was a matter of calories in versus calories out. But as we know, as you must know if you're clicking on this video, is that's not true. But I actually do have the data to back this up for me, on my body, on myself. I'm just putting that out there. So I did 42 days of calorie restriction before realizing that it didn't work for me and finding intermittent fasting, which is what I'm doing. By the way, right now I'm 24 hours into my fast. Ooh, that screen is not at all clean. Ugh, my mom hates when I have my hair in front of my face. I'm gonna make my mom happy. All the way? Yeah, all the way up. There we go. What was I saying again? So I did 42 days of intermittent fasting and 42 days of calorie restriction. And that's what this video is all about. And the thing is, I have a smart scale, that one. What's really cool about this is that it actually calculates your body mass, your lean tissue and muscle, and everything that you need. Well, obviously, it's not 100% accurate, but it does help with looking at the trend and how you're doing. I have a very unhealthy obsession with Excel spreadsheets. My friends can tell you this, honestly. I spreadsheet everything. Is that a word? Is spreadsheet a word? Whatever, I guess it is. On my channel, it will be. I started out on the 5th of May this year, and I was at 101.7 kilos. So keep in mind, I reached that weight. Maybe that's a topic for another video, but I was pretty much just stressed, eating sugar to keep my brain working a lot because I was doing my thesis, and just being stressed. That's it. And bad advice that I had gotten, that most of us have actually gotten. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna use my FitnessPal, lower my calories, and not really track what macros I'm eating. I didn't know at the time that carbs were actually why I was putting on weight. I started out 101.7, 45% body fat, 53.1 kilos of muscle mass, and 45.8 kilos of fat. So that was not a good body composition. That is not what you want. Really not what you want. You know what? In 42 days, I lost 5.8 kilos, and I was like, yay, it's working. But my scale was telling me there was an issue. And I was looking at the data, and I thought, that's not where I want to go. The trends were not going in the direction I wanted to go, and I wasn't upset about the amount of weight that I was losing. I was just upset about what I was actually losing. And then YouTube actually saved me. It actually recommended a video. I forgot the name of the video and the channel, so I'll just link it right here in the cards. And then I started really binge watching content on intermittent fasting and insulin resistance, fatty liver disease, metabolic syndrome, and all those issues that go along with it. I was not diabetes, thankfully. My weight was a problem, I guess. Yeah. And I started seeing that alternate day fasting was actually something that could work for me, so I decided to start. Now the numbers. I started my intermittent fasting at 95.9 kilos with 43.9% body fat, 51.1 muscle mass, and 42.1 kilos of fat. So I didn't lose that much while doing calorie restriction. Keep in mind, I wasn't exercising because I didn't want to. I tried exercising back in September, and I kept hurting myself, and it was demotivating, and I just felt like I was the black sheep in the room. Like I was surrounded by those beautiful, very thin people, and I just didn't feel at home. Honestly, I just didn't like it that much, and it was just uncomfortable for me. So then I started doing Parcours Vita that you've seen me do in my vlogs. I did that with friends, and it was nice, but I still couldn't keep up, and I thought I had to run it, but you actually don't have to. What happened after 42 days? I had lost 9 kilos, 2.2% of body fat, only 1.8 of muscle, and 7 kilos of fat. the calorie restriction, I lost some fat still, but I mean, when you compare the two, I lost 35% of muscle mass and only 20% of muscle mass in the same amount of time, and losing even more body fat. So that's really good. That's a comparison of the two. Also, let's keep in mind that what matters is how you feel. And I just feel so much better. I'm not hungry. Well, yeah, I am sort of hungry when I fast, but that's normal. I mean, but I'm not having cravings, like sugary cravings. I don't want like a huge pasta plate. Okay, sort of now I do because I talked about it. So that's my experience right now. I know people don't listen to me when I give advice, so sometimes I just don't say anything because I'm just like, okay, what's the point? They're not going to listen. Whatever, you know, I'm just going to talk to you guys because at least you're listening to me. Well, you're choosing to listen to me. You're not forced because you're my friend. So to anyone who wants to lose weight and thinks that it's always calories in versus calories out, that's really not the case. I mean, you have to see obviously what works for you, but 99% of the time, calories in versus calories out is going to work for a while. You're going to lose some water weight, but then your body is going to be like, oh, we're in deprivation mode, let's stop and lower metabolism, and then you get metabolism syndromes. Actually, sorry mom, I don't like my hair like this. I really don't. I like my hair to be down. So in conclusion, I'm really happy with my trend right now regarding weight loss, and obviously if you want to see how I do it day to day, you can check out my vlogs that I'm going to post every week with the results of the week itself. I'm also going to try and do some content like this every week, so just subscribe and see what I do. I mean, that's going to be the easiest way to keep you posted. If you have any video suggestions or topics or Q&As or questions or whatever, just ask them down below. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram as well. I do try and post I was going to say every day, but it's impossible to post every day. So let's just say I try to post every 2 to 3 days, something, and keeping you updated about the new videos as well. Right. Thank you so much for watching, and goodbye, beautiful people.